Hi everyone, welcome to Geonaz. First of all, wishing you a very happy new year, and I hope this 2021 will bring prosperity and success in our life. Well, many of you often ask me about my current status, my academic journey, and what are the future goals I have. So to answer your queries, I decided to make a short introductory video, and I hope you will enjoy my story. So without further delay, let's get started. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Nazimul Islam. You can call me Naz. I am from a small town called Cooch Behar in the northern part of the state West Bengal in India. I born and grown up in a poor family and spent first 17 years of my life in this city and completed my schooling there. Then in 2011, I left my city for higher studies in Kolkata, and after spending 3 years in Kolkata, I moved to Delhi in 2014, where I spent another 3 years of my life, and in 2017, I moved to Leeds in the United Kingdom for further studies. And after completing my studies in the UK, I returned back to India and spent 19 months in Kharagpur before I finally moved to Lausanne in Switzerland. So this was my broad travel history so far. Okay, so now let me talk about my educations and the institutions I have studied in. So I did my 10th board exam from Cooch Behar Maharaja Nipendranayan High School in 2008 and my 12th board exam from Vivekananda Vidyapeeth in 2010. And then I took admission in Bachelor of Arts or BA Honours in English in Cooch Behar College. But I didn't really enjoy my time and my studies there because my main interest was in geography, which I was missing. So I discussed that with my parents and decided to leave the course, and in 2011 I took admission in Bachelor of Science or BSc Honours in Geography in Alia University. So I completed my bachelor studies in 2014 with first position, and I took admission in Master of Science or MSc in Geography at Jamia Millia Islamia in New Delhi in 2014, and I think that was one of the best decisions I have ever taken by that time, because during my time at Jamia I got the exposure to meet some of the well-known personalities who really inspired me in different ways, and I think that was the time when I became interested in study abroad. So I started collecting informations about study abroad, like eligibility criteria and what are the scholarships available for doing a PhD. And after exploring a bit, soon I realized that the quality of education I received and the knowledge I had gained by that time might not be enough for me to get a good PhD at a good university. So I changed my plan and I applied for my second master's degree in the subjects which were related to my research interest on river science, and in the meantime I have completed my first MSc from Jamia in 2016. But unfortunately I haven't got any full scholarship that time to do my master's in the UK. However, I have got some partial scholarships which are not sufficient enough for me to do a master's in the UK. So I deferred my offer for the next 2017 intake, and I decided to spend one more year at Jamia. So I took admission in 1 year postgraduate diploma in remote sensing and GIS, and during that time I got the Leeds International Excellence Scholarship for doing my master's in river basin dynamics and management with GIS. And I still remember the moment when I received the scholarship email from the university. It was like one of my dreams come true moment. So I took admission at Leeds, and believe me or not, that was the best time of my life, both in terms of my academic as well as my personal life.
Hi everyone, I'm Nazimul Islam, the International Student Ambassador for the University of Leeds.
And I truly believe that the degree and the exposure I got through Leeds really helped me a lot to get whatever achievements I have so far, and it really made me what I am today. And it was a great pleasure to have some of the world's renowned professors in my field as my tutor. So beside my study, I also traveled all across the country and visited some of the great universities within UK and met some of the great scientists in my field. I really had a great time in Leeds, and the most memorable day of my life in Leeds was 17th of December. That was my graduation day, and you can see I was receiving my degree from our Vice Chancellor. So after finishing my studies in Leeds, I returned back to India and joined Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Kharagpur, as a junior research fellow. And I worked with Professor Dhruva Jyotishen at the Department of Civil Engineering. I really enjoyed my time at IIT Kharagpur working with Professor DJ Sen for 19 months. However, it was indeed very challenging and tough time for me because I had to secure my PhD during that time. So I worked very hard days and nights without sleeping, which really helped me not just to get one PhD but several PhDs in different countries and several full-time jobs. I also published 2 research papers in peer-reviewed international journals, and I ended up with the best rewards of getting him as my PhD supervisor and mentor here at the University of Lausanne in Switzerland. Yeah, so that was my academic journey so far. Okay, so now let me briefly share research work of my PhD and my future goals. So my research is about glacial hydrology to understand the dynamics of glaciers and how glacier meltwater influence the rivers and stream flows. In terms of my future goals, I don't really think too much about my future, but that doesn't mean I don't have any plans for my future. So indeed, I have both the short-term as well as long-term goals, and I always make sure that I am on the right track to achieve my goals. So in terms of short-term goals, I really want to finish my PhD by doing a quality research and probably will start my postdoc after that. And in terms of long-term goals, I really want to be a good human being and will always take care of my family because ultimately they are everything for us. And I also want to help others who are really in need by providing information, guidance and motivations. And for this purpose, I started this Geonaz YouTube channel for guiding you to make your journey from there to here to achieve all your dreams. Because I know how difficult it is to shine and to establish your existence in the global community, particularly for someone like me from a poor and less educated family. So yeah, this is all about my research, my future goal and the purpose to start this YouTube channel. Has it become a bit serious and emotional? Okay, so then let me share you some other side of my life apart from my study and research. Would you believe if I say that study abroad is not always hard and tedious job? Yeah, it's true, and let me tell you why and how. So doing research and study abroad are not always hard and tedious job. These are very fun too, and believe me, this is the best time of every student's life. It depends on you how you balance between your study and your personal life, and I always try to maintain a proper balance between my research and my personal life. And I really love to travel different places, particularly the mountains. So I often go to mountains and play with snow. As you have already watched some of my travel vlogs and you have seen some of the places I have visited recently. And do you know why I love to go to mountains? Because somehow I can relate mountain peaks with my goals. So whenever I go to the mountains, I always look at the surrounding peaks because I set my goals by looking at the peaks of those mountains. And of course I do vlogging to share my experience with you all. So I think that's all about my story, my journey and my achievements so far. And I do really hope that you enjoyed my story. And if you feel that you can be benefited from my future works, then feel free to stay in touch. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Geonaz if you haven't done so to get all my future videos. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to share with you today, and thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, wishing you a very happy new year. Take care of yourself and love you all. Bye.